Good morning, welcome to Premier RV Center, and a first look at a brand new updated 2023 208 BHS in Apex's Nano series. This is our most popular family trailer for probably the last 3 years in a row. It just comes in at a wonderful weight, allows families that are either smaller families or growing families to have the space they need inside and out to really accomplish everything they want to do and keep that size, overall size, to a smaller size. Up front, we're going to do a little tour here on the outside to start. We do have a power jack that we add to all of our Nanos, so it's not an available option from Apex, but we do put them on here as so many of our families are using SUVs with a weight distribution system, which most of our families will add. It does make it a lot easier to get it on and off. We do have a standard 200 watts of solar on top here, so again, helps to beautiful days like today. You're going to be able to replenish kind of what you used at night during the day, so it's going to help you extend your stay if you're just not plugged into power all the time. We've got two 20-pound tanks as part of our standard off-grid package. We have supply of battery here as well, so it'll be in a battery box here up front for you. We've got two front-facing LED lights to give you lots of lights here at front when you're coming in at nighttime and you're having to hook or unhook. And we've got the wonderful 3/4 length cap coming into our stone guard that's going to give you lots of light on the inside, but it's also going to protect that front from water as there's less points to have to reseal over time. As we come around the corner here, we do have four large stabilizer jacks, all four corners. When those are down, it's going to be very, very stable on site. We've got great pass-through storage here, so you've got a full 7.5 feet of pass-through storage. Linked up to our solar and battery system, we do have a charger out here, a 12-volt plug-in charger, as well as USB, and then the switch here for our lights on the front, and then next to that on the left is our solar charge controller. You could add another panel here if you wish as well and not have to change that controller, so it is upgradable in terms of adding more solar if you feel you need it in the future. You've also got room for up to 2 batteries in the front, which is often the way people will start with the 200 watts, is if you know you're going to be off-grid. Easy to just add that second battery or upgrade to 2 6-volt batteries right from the get-go. We've got a nice long awning here running right from the edge of our compartment right to the back edge of our outside kitchen here. That's going to come out a full 8 feet. We're about 2.5 feet out now, so it's going to give you lots of shade on a sunny day like today. We do have standard Lippert steady steps, which are going to anchor right to the ground here, so it's going to give you lots of stability. And then you've got that grab handle here just as we come in the door, so you've got, again, easy way for especially kids going up and down to secure themselves. But it's also great if you have pets. They much prefer those steps that are anchored to the ground because it's going to be very stable for them. Screen door here, as well as a nice large window with a screen next to it, so you're going to get a lot of cross ventilation here. We have our outlet for furnace on this side, as well as two 120-volt outlets here, so you can plug in a little electric griddle, things like that. Make it handy for making food outside or additional lights should you need it. Here we do have a LED light strip running the full length of the coach, so it's not a case where you really need to add additional lights, but it's all right there under your awning for you. You've got two exterior speakers. You've got great entertainment. You can stream that to your Bluetooth stereo as well from your device. We've got aluminum wheels here on this unit, so again, less maintenance in the future. Easy access to our hot water tank just next to our awning here for winterization. And then we've got the great outside kitchen here. We do have propane brought to the back as well. You can have a little outlet there, so you can plug in this 2-burner stove, but you could also plug in a properly equipped barbecue as well. We do have our 120-volt fridge here, so great little fridge for drinks and snacks for the day. Again, another charging port here for 12-volt, but also USB. And we do have a plug-in here that's very handy for setting up a little table back here and putting your coffee maker on it for the morning. So you can really do all the breakfasts and lunches and dinners out here, which is really where we all want to be. You do have 2 windows. One's hidden by that door right now for the outside kitchen for the bunk. So each bunk will have its own window with screen, so you can get lots of ventilation on a hot day. A spare tire here on the back. As we come around the corner here, you're going to have LED lights on the rear, so in terms of tail lights, are very bright as you hit your brakes. We do have a bumper here that's hollow and vented, so you can store your sewer hose in there and it'll also dry out for you. We have our 30 amp hookup. The 30 amp service really allows you to use that air conditioning unit. Everything else could be running an adapter for just 20 volt or 15 amp service, so depending what you have on site. We've got our standard sewer outlet here, as well as gray water on the backside, so easy to get to, nice and high off the ground. We've got a great outside shower here, so very handy with young children, rinsing them off coming back from the beach, or just yourselves coming back, just want to get that sand off the feet. Really handy with pets too if they get into the mud of the early spring and or the fall, so very, very handy. We've got our city water connection, should be lucky enough to have water on site, and then we have a black tank flush that correlates with that sewer. So if you are hooked up to sewer and you're flushing, they have the ability to plug in fresh water. You can hook that up to the black water, and as your valves are open and it's dumping, you can clean those sensors in there as well. So you have to use less chemicals, and just going to help to keep all your sensors reading properly. You can see here our slide out will come out about 3.5 feet. The great thing with Apex's design is when that slide out is in on the inside, it is not going to interrupt you from using anything. So you can get to your bed, you can get to the kids' bunks, you can get to the kitchen and the bathroom. So very handy too if it's in your driveway, loading and unloading, and if it's a bit tighter, you don't have to put out that slide out. So very, very handy there. We do have an emergency exit window here for the front bedroom, so it's also got a screen as well. It's louvered, so you could leave that one open even in a bit of a rain as well. We've got our our onboard water tank fill here. You've got a huge 50-gallon tank, so for a smaller trailer size, you've got one of the largest holding tanks in the industry. And when it comes time to dump that, if you haven't used it all, you've got a massive gate valve. Just give that a tug, and you're going to quickly empty all that water. You're not going to have to wait for any time. 10 seconds later, that tank is empty, and now you're taking less weight as you head down the road. We'd invite you down to Premium RV Center to come and have a look at this brand new 2023 208 BHS in Coachmen's Apex Nano series.